What is going on, guys? This is Brandon from Video Game Mansion, and welcome to this week's vlog. So, it is Thursday. I forgot to film while I was at Murray's. I can show you guys quickly, probably right here, what we put in quickly. There you go, you've seen it. Nothing too crazy, but as you guys can see, it is very snowy here. So, that basically all came overnight. So, it took a while to get here. So, we had a fun drive. So, we got lots of stuff to do today. I'm not sure how busy we'll be customer-wise, but I got a few things, a few NES games I brought from Carlton Place that we didn't have here. And then there's a giant bag right down here of plush. So we got to get those all priced and put out, so we'll get there. And I also got to put something on this TV as a challenge for today, right? So Thursday challenge, so we will check back in with you guys shortly. So here are those NES games that we brought back from Carlton Place. We actually had none of these on the shelf, so you know, we had a bunch of extra there, so I figured bring some here. Got Alien Syndrome and RBI Baseball 2 on top. And this is a pickup that Matt got from Buddy Online. So you got the regular 3DS, Mario Party 4. It is missing the manual, but I'm going to see if we have one in the back. And we got a modded 3DX XL. So comes with a bunch of games on it. It will be priced slightly higher because of that, but yeah, pretty cool. So the challenge this week is beat my Mario 1-1 speedrun, get 10% off. You have 3 tries, you can't lose any lives. And the time remaining needs to be 362 or higher. See if anybody can do it. So I got all the plush out of their little bags that they were in. Filled 2 bins. This bin's pretty big, so I'm going to start pricing them and tagging them, and we're going to start getting those out. So with the weather, we didn't have any challengers, so I think I'm just going to leave it for Friday for tomorrow, so give some people a chance, you know, see if they can beat me. I doubt they can. I'm pretty good. Sounding kind of cocky there, but yeah, so it's around, it's like 20 minutes to 5. I think I'm going to close at 5 today. Just, honestly, the weather's terrible. No one's been coming, so it makes sense. Like, no one's going to go drive to a game store in this weather. It's bad, so I think we're going to close early, and that way I can get home before it gets dark, which will be nice, or start driving at least before it's dark, because it's still pretty snowy out there, so yeah, we'll check back in with you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is now Friday here in the mansion. So I decided we're going to keep running the challenge, see if anybody can beat it. My brother tried. He got pretty close. Still like 1 or 2 seconds off, so getting there. Yeah, so we'll see if anybody can beat that today, get 10% off. I might try to run a wire for audio for the back TV, because I never did that. I kind of just have it set up for, you're not going to see it because face tracking. But it's just video right now, or just video, so we'll see. I might add audio to it. Probably fix some of these shelves up, put more games out since we have stuff in the back, and yeah, we'll just keep plugging away, guys, and we'll let you know if anything cool happens today, or if anybody beats my challenge. We'll see. So we are around 3:30. Getting lots done. Honestly, got the shelves all nice and restocked. So anything that's in the back that we needed out is now out, which is great. The back is looking really good. So I'll show you guys later, but it's pretty much all cleaned up. There's only like 1 bin for repairs on the back, which our buddy Brent will come pick up. So that's pretty sweet. But yeah, all the shelves looking packed, guys. So now is as good a time as any to come by the store, you know, pick up some games. And so I'll check in if anything else comes up today, or if anybody actually decides to take on my challenge. No one has yet. I don't think people are too confident with it, because it's pretty good score, if I do say so myself. Honestly, there's room for improvement, obviously, but pretty good. So we'll see if anybody takes it on. We'll see if anything else happens today. And we also got those restocked. I don't know if I showed you that. I probably did. So yeah, we'll check back in soon. So we got a quick little trade-in. We got the SNES Classic. Or not SNES, that's a Genesis Classic. It's funny because we just sold one of these today, a loose one, for $45, so we just got a new one in the box. And there's the SNES Classic, so always nice to get those in, they sell quick. So we got Chris and Jade from Valhalla Collectibles here. They are trading this stack of games and this Game Boy for these games and a PS5. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, so that finishes the day today. It's Friday. I always get my days mixed up. So Friday is done. So that any SNES Mini that we just got already sold. So that was pretty quick. That is gone. We got our claim sale tonight. So in case you guys didn't know, we actually do a claim sale on Facebook where we'll put an item, like let's say it's $100 item. We'll be like, hey, take it for $70 and see if somebody takes it. And if nobody takes it, we'll take offers on it, kind of thing. So we do that to just kind of like offload some stuff, give you guys some good deals. So if you're not already part of it, check out the claim sales on Facebook. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. So it's Saturday here in the mansion. I've got one of my crazy kids with me today. He's playing Mario. So, yeah, we'll see how the day goes. I actually realized I didn't actually show you guys the plush wall. He just died. So yeah, I didn't show you guys the plush wall, so I'll show you guys that in a second. Matt's probably dropping off some more plush today, he was telling me, so there'll be more, so I'll pack those in too, see what I can do. So I think the goal today is, we did sweep yesterday, but it did get kind of dirty again, so probably give it another clean, do some more organizing. The back room's looking great, I can show you guys that. I'll flip it around and show you guys when I show you guys the plush wall as well, so. And so far, no one's beaten my score on the Mario, so. Hopefully someone will beat it today. I decided to leave it. We'll see. Today's Saturday, so maybe someone will come in and beat my speedrun and get 10% off. So let me show you guys the plush walls. So as you guys can see, this is the Pokemon wall. The plush wall is looking great here. Already had a couple plush sell. Some funny ones in there for sure, like the the Tyrannizard, I think is what we're gonna call it, and some other stuff. So Yu-Gi-Oh looking good still too. There's a couple of those sold. I'll show you guys the other wall. And here's the other plush wall, so nice and restocked. Already sold a couple of those too. Got the Yoshi eggs, you know, a bunch of Mario and Bowser. Some Cuphead too, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, and I'll show you guys the back. Also, might as well mention while I'm passing, that Guitar Hero 4 sold yesterday. Or Guitar Hero 5? 4? Whichever it was. Or Rock Band, sorry. Rock Band, I'm all over the place. So that's sold. We also put a bunch of guitars on the wall here too. Most of those are 360 guitars, which is pretty sweet. And the back room, guys, so you can actually see the floor now, so nice. These guitars are all tested, they just don't have the dongles. These are consoles for repairs. And this is all kind of our ready to go stuff, so kind of sweet. So Matt stopped by, dropped off some more plush and some new products. So we got some more GameCube controllers. We got a Super Boy. Some more HDMI adapters. We always need those. We run out fast. A Retron 5. Somebody was asking for one, so hopefully you see this and you come grab it. A couple controllers. And some sealed games. So we got more Cuphead since they sold out basically instantly. Some Hollow Knight and some new Mario Bros. And I'll show you guys the plush once I get them all out.
Why you always lying? Oh my God, always lying to me. You lying so much.
So, complete bonehead move on my part. Trevor, our buddy Trevor from Trevor's Retro Games asked me to resurface this for him. And I put it in upside down. So I ended up taking all the data off this. Yeah, I completely messed that up. So we gave him the value of the game in credit. So my mess up. So yeah, make sure you resurface the right way, guys. So here's some other things Matt dropped off today. Got a Switch 2 controller, brand new sealed. Interesting. Pokemon Silver, a Xbox Series S, and some VHS. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Godfather, D2, Jingle All the Way. So some nice ones for Christmas next year. So we are now around 4:45. Been a very busy day all of a sudden. The whole afternoon was busy, but here's a mix of a couple trades we got. So we got a sealed Call of Duty. Game of Thrones is pretty good. Walking Dead is decent. Armored Core, that's a great game. Pretty pricey. Some nice Switch games, as always. Good to get those. Paw Patrol, I'm sure that'll be gone quick. Some other 360, some random stuff. Some Wii, you know, the Marios. Cardio workout, everybody wants that. Vegas Party. So yeah, some decent stuff, some decent trades. So yeah, about an hour left. We'll see if we get anything else from here. Also, unfortunately, nobody was able to beat my time yet. So I think I might have to try something else that's not so like specific, but yeah, so far no one's got it, so give it another hour and a half. If not, I'm going to take it off since Matt's here tomorrow and not me. Okay, guys, so we're about 20 minutes to close. Honestly, super busy day. Honestly, lots of you guys came, which was great. I got as much plush as I could. There's still a bin sitting down there with some plush in it. We couldn't get it out, so I just did it. For now, we'll just leave the bin there. People will find stuff. It'll be fine. So yeah, and nobody beat the challenge today, so... Or Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, so... We are going to take the challenge off the screen for now. I'll come up with some new challenge for next week. We'll see. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but there will be some kind of challenge for next week. So we are packing up, and then we're going to hand it off to Matt for tomorrow morning. Oh no, look at the stress of that water level. Oof, no one wants that. So Yeah, we're going to pass it off to Matt tomorrow morning.
Happy Sunday, guys. Matt tuning into this week's video. I feel like I haven't been here in so long because I haven't technically worked the store in 2 weeks. I was here last Friday evening doing those repairs and a couple of little random things, but wasn't technically on the schedule. So got a fun packed day, brought in some more plush. So I'm going to work through that. Some of the larger stuff that we ordered in, so that's nice to get in. Some games, some other random stuff, have some more shirts and stuff like that to go on our display at the back. So I'm going to slowly start trickling through that kind of stuff. Brought in a big bin of Wii cords, something that's been sitting in my basement for a while. So I'm just going to go through it, get them all organized nicely. It's a mix of sensor bars, power cords, AV cables, some accessories. But then also brought in some thumbsticks and stuff like that because we have a lot of PS2, PS3 controllers right now that have chewed up thumbsticks. So yeah, gonna work through this probably early this morning, get this out of the way, and then tackle the other stuff I just mentioned. So I really wanted to talk to you guys about something completely random in the gaming community right now. So if you guys kind of follow on trends of pricing, right now there's a big boom for a game on the Nintendo DS that is Cory in the House. Let's put up the price charting right here, editor Brandon. On price charting, it looks perfectly normal. It's kind of where it's always been at, around that $10 to $15 CIB range. But lately, it's had a boom again because of people boosting the scores on Metacritic for how great the game is. So I think it's at like a 9.4 or 9.5 right now, something like that. Maybe we can add that in here as well. But it's very strange because if you go to price charting right now, it shows regular prices, but if you go to eBay sold listings, they're selling for anywhere of like 125 plus for CIB. It's interesting to see how the market does this every once in a while, where like people like jump on a game for like jokes, or like you guys saw with that Rock Band 4 last week, that one went up because the digital store pulled it, so the only way to get it is physical. So the market of video games is always very interesting and strange, because let's put some gameplay right now. Like you guys can see, Disney games, they weren't anything interesting, right? It was more or less those really cheap games that parents could buy for their kids that would kind of let them immerse into a world from the show. And there's really nothing to this game. A lot of people have actually played it legitimately and given it really low scores. So it's really interesting to see that, you know, people are kind of like trolling and boosting the scores, which is boosting its value. And it's going to be interesting to see if the price charting value reflects that soon. I don't know how often it updates. I thought it was daily, but it doesn't look that way. Maybe it's not catching on to what's going on, or maybe there's something in place for something like this. It happened not long ago with a Piglet game on the GameCube, where people were, I guess, found something that they hadn't seen in years, and it really boosted the price from like a $30 game to like a $300 game, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. What's your take on this? Like, these things happen a lot in the gaming community, especially on price charting or like just random stuff. And you just never know what's going to happen with a video game in its market. So definitely an interesting thing to see that's happened in the last, like, I think 2 weeks or so. You just never know. Video games, I tell you, are funny. I don't know if it was in the clip when I just recorded that though, but I've kicked ice caps. You heard it here first. I've kicked ice caps. I've moved on to iced coffee. I don't know, it's a little cheaper. Kind of tastes about the same. Whatever. Save a couple dollars, but yeah, iced coffee instead of ice caps. A little strange, still getting used to it. It's only been a couple weeks. Gotta try something new. 2026. Just after 12 o'clock. It's been extremely busy all morning. I was able to knock out those shirts, got that all done. All the Wii wires are tied up and organized in that bin, thankfully. And I'm just gonna show you guys a couple trade-ins we got this morning. Actually, one of the trade-ins we already got was a Funny Playing Game Boy Color. So it was a fully modded Game Boy Color. It's not actually with a Nintendo motherboard. They use a Funny Playing motherboard. So it's one of those oddball items that we've never gotten in before, hard to price, but bought it and sold it to one of our friends right away. So love getting stuff in that moves really quick. But let me show you some of the stuff he brought in, and then I got a couple other trades that we got in along the last couple hours. So we ended up getting a Hyrule Edition new 3DS XL from our friend Pat. He also traded in a 2DS, an HDMI modded N64, a couple of 3DS and DS Switch games, Chrono Trigger being the banger on that lot. took in a nice lot of Switch games and then also an Xbox One little lot. So I ended up adding those shirts here. So we've got some nice kind of different shirts, Space Jam, Beetlejuice, see if I can keep reaching, Homer Simpson, Spider-Man, really nice Inspector Gadget hoodie. And then these are some new shirts that we brought in. They're actually 100% brand new. So you got Zelda's, some Digimon, Go-Go Hypergrind. Go-Go Hypergrind, what am I talking about? Jet Set. My gosh. And then Biker Mice. Some other stuff. So really kind of nice to be able to get some new shirts in. Shout out to our friend Pat too, who brought in that trade because he gave us a connector for these TVs here. So this TV now has sound. So it's great that we're able to have that broadcasting throughout the whole store. End of day Sunday. Store hasn't closed yet. There's about 3 minutes till close. I'm just waiting because someone messaged saying that they wanted to come in to buy some Pokemon cards and they'd be here about 5 minutes late. Sounds like an easy transaction, so I'm just gonna wait and see. Give them that 5 extra minutes, I don't mind doing that, but it's been a crazy busy day. Lots of sales, not too many trade-ins, just the stuff I showed you guys earlier, which is fine. But it's just been all around a really good day. So funny enough, I've noticed, and you guys won't really be able to see it because whenever you record a CRT with a newer style camera, image looks distorted regardless, but splitting the image from this TV to go to this one over here, for some reason is interfering with this one. So funny enough, the image that's coming out on that Trinitron and then the one that we have in that back corner are perfect, flawless, no issues at all. And then the source TV, for some reason, when you have the AV splitter plugged into it, the image becomes a lot darker and then there's like a line across the top. As soon as you unplug it, obviously it stops feeding the other 2 TVs and the image is flawless. So gonna have to figure out what's going on there. Didn't have an issue before. Really not sure what's going on, but we'll work that out. I did end up getting these plush out too. So we got a couple of these bigger style ones like the Sleeping Squirtle, Snom, Sleeping Bulbasaur down there. So this wall is looking absolutely beautiful. I'm sure Brandon already showed you guys, but really happy the way this turned out. And we're still waiting on a couple more to show up actually. I was also finally able to work through a back stock of cards that we had here. So these are all priced and ready to go now. We are currently out of GameCube systems. So we've been selling Wii's like crazy because they're backwards compatible. But I ended up 3D printing these stands to kind of just make the shelf look a little more full. Really like the way they look. The only thing is you're technically supposed to display them this way, but I just find that it doesn't show off the front of the Wii nicely. So got those out now too. Another cool thing is I'm actually taking home an N64 and a Super Nintendo today, just the consoles. Some that have seen better days. The actual Super Nintendo's got a massive crack in the front of it. Tested it, working perfectly fine. And the N64 is all scratched up, but I'm gonna do a reshell on both of those. It's just consoles that we have in the back right now that don't really meet our standards, and it's kind of cool to do that little kind of reshell of a color that never actually came out on those consoles, especially when you can get a matching controller. I have a matching controller for both of them, so it's gonna be really cool. I'm hoping I can show you guys that in next week's video. It all depends on when those show up. And that's gonna do it for me, guys. The gentleman just came, picked up a decent amount of Pokemon cards, so really happy that I was able to squeeze that in last minute for him. But I'm gonna see you guys next weekend. I'm here Saturday, Sunday. Brandon will be here Thursday, Friday, so it'll be 50-50 next week. But as always, thank you all for coming out this weekend. Amazing as usual. Keep gaming, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care.
The only thing I care about is lives. Because this is really fun. Aww.
We all know that feeling.